Rising from the ashes to school the masses. Hello everyone, welcome to another edition of the Scholars of Wrestling Show. I'm your man behind the microphone, Scholar Jeff. To my left is Scholar Brian. What's up, sir?
Hi. I gotta say, okay, I was in a bad state of mind last week. I'm
no
a little
kidding.
bit. I'm a little bit better. Okay, but still not much happening on this air quotes road to WrestleMania. I'm still not feeling it.
We still have some time, but first we need to cover the week that was leading up to WWE Fastlane and all the happenings thereof.
Sounds like a plan.
Oh yes. Now you may be wondering to yourself, say, Scholar Jeff, there's a voice missing from your usual lineup. What could that be? Well,
Scholar Tarek has taken his victory from the Fastlane prediction show into about, what do you say, a month and a half?
About a month.
About a month-long hiatus.
Yes, it was a little bit of an unusual occurrence when he approached us and say, "Hey, gents, I am about to take about a month or so off from recording the Scholars of Wrestling show."
While taunting us about how good he is as a champion of Scholars of Wrestling.
And us, being the astute scholars that we are, completely toned out all of those boasts and said, "Say, why on earth would you be taking a month off? What possible good reason could there be?" And he said, "Well, the birth of my second child, that's what." To which we replied, "Okay, that's a good explanation."
That's a very good explanation.
That's a good reason if ever I heard one. So, in all seriousness, congratulations to Scholar Tarek on the birth of his second child, little Logan. Logan, welcome to the world.
Indeed. And because of your grand welcome, I will refrain from making comments about our esteemed champion for the next... while he's not here. That's not good sportsmanship, and I won't have it. So you've earned yourself a month.
You have been granted a reprieve of 1 week for Scholar Tarek, so...
A week? Damn. I said a month, but if Jeff is
okay.
But if Jeff is going for if Jeff is only saying a week, all right. Gloves are off after this week.
Either way, congratulations to Scholar Tarek and his family. Enjoy your time, and we'll see you when you get back, hopefully over WrestleMania.
Indeed. Congratulations, and we're very happy for you.
Indeed. But speaking of, we still have a show to do. The show must go on. So, in that happy spirit, let's kick things off with the way we always need to kick things off on this show, with a little bit of backstage news.
I'm not Tarek. I don't do the other thing, but I will say it's Fastlane. Mediocre man.
No, we have to do this right. We need to check in on a little
backstage news. Mediocre Fastlane man.
Yeah, Fastlane may have been mediocre overall, but you know what is not mediocre? The recent announcement that just happened just today, as of the day of this recording, that WrestleMania 35 in April of 2019 will be in our neck of the woods. New Jersey, MetLife Stadium. It's coming, baby.
They're going to try it again, hopefully with a better card than last time. And hopefully with a better card than what we're getting this year.
You know what?
But you know what? Okay? It's MetLife Stadium. It's WrestleMania in... I'll say it. In New Jersey. Not in New York.
Hey.
It's... So... You got your hometown pride.
Mm-hmm.
You always hope that they're going to give you something that is going to be something special. Okay? We're not going to have Rock versus Cena Volume 2. Okay? We're not going to have Triple H versus Brock Lesnar. Thank God Brock Lesnar will be gone.
Mm-hmm.
But the announcement is made. The hope is there. let's get it on. That's kind of...
I think it's safe to say that, if we can all get, assuming that we can all get tickets for this sucker, that we're all going. Is that correct? Is that a fair thing to say?
Oh yeah, definitely. That is the hope. The tickets are gonna cost an arm and a leg, but it's WrestleMania.
But you know what?
It's WrestleMania. If you can afford it, we're the scholars of wrestling. If we can afford it, we'll be there.
Yeah, considering that I don't know about you, but I haven't been to a live wrestling show in a very, very long time.
I haven't been to a wrestling show since We'll See.
Wow, that's saying a lot.
Yeah.
But either way,
we talk a big game about going to these shows, but just things aren't there for us to be able to go. So, but this is WrestleMania, baby. Woo!
There's bound to at least be, even if a fraction of the matches are worthwhile, it's still a very long day of wrestling. There's bound to be something that's going to come up.
Indeed.
And really, if the past couple WrestleManias are any indication, even if it is a very long day, one thing that they've shown me personally is that they really know how to pace a WrestleMania properly. Even though it's a long day, a long WrestleMania, whatever you want to quantify it as, they're getting better at the pacing, I've noticed.
Yeah, especially last year. Mm-hmm. Last year went by pretty quickly. But the year before that was god-awful.
Yeah, that's...
But The Undertaker, Shane McMahon, Roman Reigns versus Triple H, I don't know whether it was the matches or they hadn't quite figured it out yet, but it was just a bore to sit through. But last year they started getting it right, at least with the first half of the show, up until about Lesnar Goldberg. Then it started, but yeah, let's hope this year continues the trend of trying to get the 6-hour show correct. Whether the matches are good or not, at least give me a good pace so that I'm not falling asleep by the main event, whatever that may be.
Yeah, I'm pretty confident that, again, no matter what, it should be, the spectacle should be there.
Yeah.
And if we can get the tickets, I'm sure the Scholars of Wrestling will strive to be there. But in the meantime, we still need to look forward to this Monday night on Raw, where apparently it was revealed that the Ultimate Deletion match is going to be on Raw, not WrestleMania. What do you make of this?
It's probably smart, because the last thing you want is what is it, 70,000 people? 60, 70,000 people?
Something a lot.
60 to 70,000 people staring at a screen. Like, Ultimate Deletion is all well and good for a TNA broadcast, because there's like 500 people maybe in the crowd, so they're willing to sit, and it's a universal, so they're staring at screens all day anyway while they're in the park waiting to go into the show, so they're used to it. But when you're at WrestleMania, you expect entertainment in your face.
Live wrestling.
Wrestling. You don't expect... As much as I love the idea of a Bray Wyatt versus Matt Hardy, like a TV show on its own, the Ultimate Deletion match, I love the idea. I don't think it would work on a pay-per-view scale, because they tried that already with Bray Wyatt and Randy Orton in a different kind of thing, and look how well that went over with the WWE crowd. Bray Wyatt still hasn't recovered. So doing it on Raw is probably smart, and also as much as we love broken Matt Hardy, woken Matt Hardy, I don't exactly love what they're doing with him in the WWE. With the character, but the WWE crowd, the universe, hasn't taken to it the way that they wanted to. So doing it on Raw is probably the smartest thing that they could possibly do. And it leaves time to get something together for them for WrestleMania if they're not just going to throw them in the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal.
Agreed. This is one of those things where at first I was a little peeved or confused rather, but the more I think about it, the more this kind of makes sense. Not only are you right on the fact that, you know what, it probably wouldn't work in a pay-per-view WrestleMania live stadium kind of context, but this match, if done properly, can really carry over the hype and the enthusiasm for the whole Broken Woken universe thing to be carried over into WWE. And then, like you said, you can set up for some sort of WrestleMania match with the entirety of House Hardy at WrestleMania.
Because you also have the thing where, remember the first, what did they call it? Did they call it the Ultimate Deletion in TNA?
They called it the Final Deletion.
Okay, so the first they had two Final Deletions in TNA. The first one is what broke Brother Nero. Okay, brought him into the fold. What if this is? I'm bringing in Scarlett Tarik's idea on this one. What if this is a thing where they delete the Eater of Worlds and Bray Wyatt joins House Hardy?
That would be very interesting.
I mean, I don't think that works if you set it up if you blow it off at a pay-per-view. But if you do it at Raw, you can basically do anything at this point to lead into the next chapter of whatever House Hardy might have. Because if Bray Wyatt just straight up loses and falls into the ether, he's done. He's out. There's nothing left. So it actually works with the characters. With the characters they have, okay, it's actually a pretty good idea for them to work together. When you really think about it.
Oh yeah, Bray Wyatt and Broken Matt, they work. That is a great pairing.
Exactly. So it's like, and the Final Deletion Part 1 of TNA is they broke Jeff Hardy enough for him to join the fold. What if this is the WWE version of it? Especially with what happened, especially with Jeff Hardy's arrest for the
They're
DUI.
gonna need an extra Brother Nero.
What if this now they actually have a reason to have Bray Wyatt join, right? Because I don't know what you do with Jeff Hardy at this point. I mean, I realize that they signed him to a new contract, and that probably takes his 2 strikes off. But a DUI, do they count that as a 3rd strike and let him go, or do they?
If anything, I honestly think that this sort of, if they're gonna punish him, they're not gonna give him a singles push. They'll give him the whole obsolete mule Brother Nero thing. They'll just be like, he'll fade away and classify himself as obsolete.
Yeah. And Bray Wyatt will take his place.
There you go.
But I mean, it's logical storytelling. Okay, this is the WWE we're talking about, so
cynicism rules.
Cynicism rules, but the logical story point here is to have them team up. And be like an entire weird faction thing. And then, because Braun Strowman said he wants to feud with Bray Wyatt.